And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta as humanity first. Let's confirm assignments, let some time pass. We're waiting for things to happen. Right, in the moment they're trying to get back to Mars is a bit of a doomed venture. What I might try doing, this isn't necessarily super optimal, this is frustration speaking, is let's try to set up something at a Martian Lagrange point. Does Mars have a another L point that I'm missing? Or is it just the 2 points? I remember there being more points, but L1, L2. It's supposed to be a couple on all sides of it, but yeah, so we'll use the L2 one. Let's go ahead and shove up a ring there. So, and then we'll do basically the point defense solar array combo, LD point defense. So this will all come up online at the same time. Yeah, this will either work or this won't. It really comes down to if the humans are being real annoying. And that should be far closer to Mars. So if we can get that shipyard, turn that into basically a shipyard, we should be able to descend from there to Mars with reasonably powerful ships, while saving a bunch of fuel.
Lending my expertise.
The people will come to our side.
The people will come to our side.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're winning their hearts and minds. Policy direction complete.
Seek peace, 0% chance, so yeah. Can't get the Protectorate. Get them out of the Protectorate. Suppose I could federate them in the EU. Don't think that does what I think I wanted to do, but we'll do with that. Yeah, that just was in the Federation of the EU. There's the aliens versus the initiative. The initiative winning, which is good to see. Yeah, that didn't bring the EU in the door. Yeah, so this whole situation here in Ethiopia is just frustrating because apparently I screwed up, didn't have the right people allied to the right people, so the AI has found an opportunity to declare war and sort out via war. Something that it's probably not even really worth fighting for Ethiopia, right? So we're just gonna wait and watch Ethiopia go. Which is, again, it's frustrating. Wildly annoying and frustrating. They're gonna do a regime change, and we'll regime change them back out with the counselors, because that's how we roll. Yeah, we have an army, but the army's over there. We can't get to where we need it.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready.
Ready to go.
I'm here.
Standing
Okay,
by.
I'm getting firm assignments, let
I'm
time
here.
pass.
Acknowledged.
So we got materials going, so we won't bother the Materials Institute. Keep the tech modifier undivided. Suppose I should do the military ones. Let's do that. Yeah, you can see how quickly they flew through exo-atmospheric fighters the moment they threw that in, even though I'm not helping. But when I'm helping, they... when I'm not helping, normally they just leave things alone.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, it's a little weird like that. Global ambitions! Control point cap, which we don't actually need right now. We'll be wanting it later, but not right now.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've moved the needle.
We've moved the needle.
Public opinion is moving in our direction. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
There goes the Chinese army towards the capital, Ethiopia.
The ocean of history is littered with armadas, sunken by the weight of their purported power. I'm not interested in a massive battle axe. I want a perfectly balanced knife. Colonel Hans Castillo, 5 moves ahead.
If only that's as extra atmospheric fighters were. At the moment, for the way human players mostly play, it's extra atmospheric fighters are annoying and trash for us, and somewhat useful for the AI. Advanced vision systems. We do want advanced vision systems. This would be one crude way to get a drive powerful enough to push some fairly large ships, and potentially even interplanetary distances. So we'll invest in trying to get that to progress. And then I need to make sure that we're not investing in exofighters anywhere. At least anywhere where it matters. I think you have to have a space program for it to be possible. You might also need a certain amount of boost. Yeah, so you can do that, and of course I don't control the resistant point, so the resistance can keep building it, which may end up meaning that I have like 1 or 2 or something. So I think the slash here is how many you control, how many is possible, or how many there are, and how many is possible. So Singapore, I think, can have 9 exofighters, of which 0 I control and 0 are built. Is why there's 3 numbers there.
Lending my expertise.
LDA complete there, so that location can, in theory, defend itself. Is the station operational enough that I can refuel? Refuel and repair? Yeah.
Our case remains unheard.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We have moved the needle. The people will come to our side.
They're trying to set something up at Gustavus Adolphus, and we're not going to let them do that, so we're just going to go take that location. Transfer. Dock. If they can do it to me, I can do it to them. Take the station from them. Normally the AI would actually blow it up on us, but instead we're going to actually send the Marines to take it over that way. There we go. It's now our station. That one's already tier 3, so that's actually something convenient. So, space dock. Admin node. Operation center. Farm. Well, actually, it wants 1 farm. Really, we want the tier 3 farm, rather than building multiple farms, I think. An Argus complex. This is probably the last one we should be needing to build. So we can keep them all. I'm going to need enough power to power it all. So solar farms, because we're in Earth orbit. And then let's run 3 life sciences. Welfare bonus will be nice. At least if we're trying to stay in Africa, that'll be nice. And again, solar farms. We have a higher density on the solar farm because we're building the tier 3 one here. A couple of the other places we had tier 2s. That's why we have more empty spaces, I think. Farm operations. I miss the LDA. I forgot to add an LDA. There we go. Okay, we're in August, so we could technically do unification, Central African Republic and South Sudan. I suppose we should do that.
Ready to go.
Even though we think that's going to fall to
On my way to the capital.
Protectorate, but we can just kick
At your
them back out again.
service. On my way to the capital.
We're just gonna confirm assignments, let time pass. We'll get those unifications off
Lending
because
my
them taking over the
expertise.
capital of Ethiopia is not gonna undivide Ethiopia. It's not gonna redivide Ethiopia. So it's gonna basically coup the government, and then we kick the government out the old-fashioned way. Back from Nigzinia Station. Is that the place I put in? No. No, it's not. Okay. It looks like one ship. So assuming we have like any defenses there, one ship's not gonna work. It is a destroyer. Got a bunch of railguns, got a rail cannon. The auto-resolve is not going to work, right? So it stops us the auto-resolve, but I don't think that is necessarily the case in the actual combat here, so we're going to watch the point defense. We'll see. This comes down to how effective the point defense is going to be. How effective the cannon is. Arguably, it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any point defense, right? Yeah, we got one rail cannon through. So as long as the point defense holds and our rail cannons every once in a while hit, then eventually it will fall. Lose weapon effectiveness and effectively be vulnerable. Exposed some side armor, took a lot of damage that way. Yeah, at this point I think we've won the fight because it's not firing very much. I think it's probably lost some weapons. I'll be back. I'm gonna go check on something. And sorry about the break there. We're responding to some weird noises in the house. And yeah, we're basically seeing... Well, at this point, I'm pretty sure we are going to win this fight against the Destroyer. The question is how long it's going to take. We've done a lot more damage than the auto-resolve would have said we did. And it's not doing a very good job of returning fire, implying that we've done some system damage to it. Oh, at this point, it's actually lost maneuverability. I'll hit the auto-resolve here. Yeah, here we go.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We've moved the needle.
Mission complete.
So, we could try to seek peace, but they're not going to accept. We're in a unification with South Sudan.
Mission complete.
And unification with Central African Republic. And if they weren't militarily invading us at this point, that would, in theory, make it harder for them to crack down and purge those points. Of course, they're invading it, and they're going to flip the executive, which means we're going to be the ones having to do that. But
At your service.
again, we've got Espionage 25 for a lot of counselors, so that's not going to be too hard to do. Worst case scenario, I can pick up Proscription and an extra +4 to purge. You only have Investigate Counselor. We'll go Command here. Okay. Yeah, we're expecting them just to flip the Executive, which is annoying, but easy for us to undo. I'm actually more annoyed about the resistance in Singapore, because we don't want to take swings in Singapore. Yeah.
We'll make things safe.
Standing by.
You back public campaigning. Well, not back public campaigning.
I will tell our story.
But you also public campaigning in Singapore. And then we're going to confirm assignments and let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, alien bases don't surprise me. We've recorded the first human birth in space above Plato Base. In spite of the momentous global events taking place, life goes on. So the Academy got the event. All nations gain some cohesion, public opinion boost for the Academy. So presumably they have a hospital on Plato Base.
Order is returning.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
We've moved the needle.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Ready.
And yeah, so up here in the Eurasian Union, everything's going pretty well. Apparently, I haven't been paying attention. We have some rampaging xenofauna that have found their way up there that I should probably respond to. I don't know when those actually got up there or spawned up there or whatever, but apparently haven't been responding to them. You know,
Making
public
our
campaign there.
case.
Mostly public campaigning because we're at this point we're going to want to retake the African Union the moment they kick us out. So we're just trying to keep public opinion in a bunch of places high so that we're ready for that.
Lending my expertise.
We've moved the needle.
The people will come to our side.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
The people will come to our side.
Japan doing it in Morocco, that's fine. Okay, so this is dock at Gustavo, but we're gonna need a little bit longer for that fleet to move. Oh, because of how we built it, it actually got the ads done before the core. So we're waiting until the 11th of August for the core. Scratch one of those megafauna. And yeah, there's more xenoscience going. So in theory, we got pretty high xenoscience production. 120%, 5.2 monthly. I'd like to get that to 10k, which is twice what we have, really. Again, we're waiting for the capital region of the African Union to surrender, so the executive flips. So confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
The people will come to our side.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay. Yeah, we got, in theory, we've got another army somewhere for, there's the other Russian army. Bring that one over as well to help. Oh, and the Irish army can't come over to the mainland. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. And again, we're still waiting for that executive flip. It probably will soon. We're invisible combat lasers. Really would like some of these tech to finish, and/or some of the stuff we're building to finish, and/or the nano fab over at Mercury to finish. Let's see if I can click Mercury there. And/or here you to finish 8th of February.
Lending my expertise.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
The people will come to our side.
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 There we go. There's the executive flipped in African Union. Again, that's easy enough, I think, just to kick them out, because the African Union's not super wealthy.
Your orders? Terminating the opposition.
Acknowledged. Targeting
Okay,
their center
let's start
of
working our way
power.
back in there. Almost there. 29th of October, so that'll be done this cycle. We haven't yet lost control of visible lasers, but we're set to same thing with high temperature superconductors. We'll see if those actually, well, we'll see if this one happens. Visible blood is within 500, so it's probably going to happen.
Lending my expertise.
Their control is vulnerable now.
Okay, there we have crackdown mission successful.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
First, these battleships launching should make the space station a little more threatening to the aliens and other humans.
Our case remains unheard.
Finished you. And then you want to be followed up probably with the lab. Okay, so you're able to defend yourself. We're just waiting for the life science institutes to come online. Oh, if that's up, then you... Not you. You can do repair and resupply. And we can eventually have you go flying to stop another Protectorate station from coming online.
Our associates are now in charge.
Oh, I guess the people who took it over didn't have enough stability and they got cooed real fast. Because they're expecting this to all be Protector and we just kick the initiative out. Ramsey Station captured. Again, we're going to be looking bottom up, space dock, admin node. Operations Center, LDA, farm. I don't need to bother the Argus complexes because I think we have enough. As far as the Tier 3 science, I think it's time to do life. Life is the new one. Unless I just did I do life on the last one? Last one, life. That's the one I'm working on. I think the last one was info. Yeah, the last one was life. Okay. So we've done life and we've done info. So we've done info, done life, done Xeno. So we should probably do space next. Do 3 space. Oops, one of those was not right. So the whole thing shifted. My right click, or after the first right click, space. There you go, replace the right one. There we go. So there's 3 space, and then we need enough solar to power it. Okay, and we got extra space here because we're not second Argus complex here.
Ready for my mission.
Okay.
Ready for
You're going to... Actually, I can't purge. I can't purge if they aren't owned. We're going to do some Troll Nation. Moves.
At your service.
By the way, that, assuming we beat the initiative on the other people, that should be
Reporting in.
really easy, all things considered.
Making things safe for our people.
We take control of the executive and re-ally with EU and Russia, and that should keep them safe. And then we have control of the executive. We might be able to declare on you. We'll see.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our interests.
Denali Station's being targeted. Unless that happens to be one of the ones where our fleet is stationed, Denali Station's gonna go bye-bye real fast. The aliens usually have enough firepower to take a station on. What I'm trying to figure out is that an Earth location? Yeah, that is an Earth location. So we'll try to protect Denali Station. Less than an hour, so these guys will be there first. Well, it looks like there's a second alien fleet in orbit going to someplace else. We're not going to be able to fight both. Probably. Target you. Select those three. And target you. Okay. I'm tempted to slam the accelerator here, but I think we'll be... Well, if we're going to be fine, we're probably going to be fine at normal speed, because the torpedoes are going to go away. Get launched right at the beginning of the fight here. And they're either going to be good enough or they're not. So likely what is going to be happening. We get torpedo connections, all targets destroyed. So the fleet will free up from this fight, do repair, resupply, and that'll probably all it'll be doing. It'll probably go back to base at that point. Actually can I get a resupply and maybe fly? Here's Ramsey Station, getting its core done. And then can I get you back up to the shipyard? Shipyard of a medium. Less than an hour, yeah. It'll repair there far faster. There we go. Here comes more alien ships. Might be a little annoyed. More alien ships.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're taking over.
Okay, the Protector took one of them, we took the other. So, you're gonna probably auto-abort, but we're gonna cancel it
Mission
anyway.
is a no-go.
Genghis Khan was a short-sighted fool. All that might, all those weapons, yet instead of leasing it to others and reaping the rewards, all he could think to do was shed endless blood and sweat in the pointless pursuit of an empire. Chairman Soren van Wyk, Correspondence with Subordinates.
Okay, so here we're gone. Visible combat lasers. That should improve the ground defenses by quite a bit. The orbital stuff, we need to research a couple projects, but those projects are now doable. Could go advanced missile warfare, try to get the missiles to be a little bit better. It's also required for the advanced ECM. Admin towers, that'd be tier 2 admin towers, although that's very boost heavy. That's laser engine, we're gonna do laser stuff. Oh, what do I need? What do I need to work towards for magnetic nozzles? Because I believe this is required. Is it required to roll the tier 1 fusion? I think it's required to roll the tier 1 fusion. That's definitely not tier 1 fusion. Trying an overdrive, for example. Yeah, magnetic nozzles required for you. Also required for antimatter propulsion. So yeah, if I want to get some fusion drives, we're going to need magnetic nozzles. It might not be required for a bunch of the fission drives, but it's definitely required for all the fusion drives. So for this we need magnetic plasma confinement, so I need to do the plasma. Oh, that's magnetic plasma, not plasma. Don't get confused with plasma. That's different. Which is gated behind high temperatures. We can't actually work on that one right now. Okay. So we need magnetic nozzles and we need deuterium tritium fusion to get the first tier of fusion. Do go coil guns. Yeah, let's pick up advanced missile warfare. We need to do one last generation of missile stuff. That'll probably be good.
Ready.
Standing by.
Okay. Let's have you purge him,
Removing our enemies.
and we are going
Ready
to crack
for
it down.
orders. Targeting their key people. Where to?
And let me send you back to public campaigning in the EU.
I will try to sway the public.
And we have control of that executive, so let's get an alliance with the EU and Russia, specifically to protect you from, you know, having another foreign nation come in and take over your government.
Lending my expertise.
We have neutralized their key
Crackdown
people.
successful.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We've moved the needle.
We've moved the needle.
Green laser batteries, I think we can pass up on. We're looking for green arc batteries if we can.
We're in control here.
So the barrage mission success. We're going to get another army in the African Union. Help with stabilizing it. And then we're going to basically focus mostly on bringing its inequality down to get its stability back up. Although it is up at 7.9, it's probably actually reasonably stable. The from cohesion bonus hasn't. Oh, well, once the cohesion gets up there, it'll be reasonably stable. So this is the green arc laser batteries. That's what we wanted. Sure, we'll have that rivalry end. On board with that.
What's the op?
Oh, I still have Djibouti. Yeah, so it'd be Somalia or Somaliland we'd go into next. Oh, yeah, they got kicked out of there. Okay, so let's
Targeting the opposition.
take back our Singapore
I'm
location.
here. Applying pressure on their people.
Would like that advanced fission system. Spinal neutron lance would be nice. Poseidon lantern again. Probably a little radioactives heavy, but would be nice as a temporary stopgap for intermediate engine until we get fusion. There's battle stations. We're going to want that. Green laser cannon we'll probably pass on. Green arc laser cannon we might actually take. The green arc cannons and green arc battery combos might be nice for Earth bombardment ships to clear out a bunch of the
Lending
fauna
my
and
expertise.
the mega beasts.
Crackdown complete.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Our people have taken control.
Here we are, back in control of Singapore. New space dock for Ramses. We gotta hold off until at least the LDA comes online so it can defend itself before we move with that fleet. Military Science Research Institute. We're gonna follow that up with the... Do we do battle stations or do the batteries? I think the battle stations. Battle stations in particular will be useful on the ground. So, especially on Mercury. I think I need the executive control to invade Itria. So we'd at least wait 86 days. I think we still rival them as well. Who controls Utria right now? Protectorate should. So I should be looking into the Protectorate. Yeah, they are. Yeah, we're gonna rival with them, so should be able to invade once we're off cooldown.
Ready for orders. Securing our interests.
Your orders? Securing our control.
Ready to go.
There we go. And then you're gonna pick up more persuasion. Science is tempting, but the persuasion right now is pretty useful. You want a little bit more espionage, get up to 25. Maximize your stealth. You're an advisor, although you probably want some espionage just to be hidden at this point.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our control.
Making things safe for our people.
Yeah, I want to deal with these two megafauna before we build up the mission control in African Union, which is why we have 3 not built. I think it's those 3 regions don't have their mission control.
public opinion is moving in our direction.
The people will come to our side.
We've moved the needle.
Got our Russian forces back in Russia. I think that, in theory, gives Russia a little bit more investment effectiveness. Looking February, December of this year. June of this year, so this one will be getting done soon. Honestly, don't really need that one done so soon. This is required for the deuterium helium 3, so I think that's the... Yeah, that's the third one of the fusion techs. And then also required for magnetic... Oh, well, actually, we need it done for the magnetic plasma confinement, so if we want fusion, we need to pick this up. Because apparently then, well, we want fusion drives, we need to pick this up. Fusion power plants, apparently we can build without this. This is also the tier 2 coil guns, so we'll want coil guns at some point, and if we're going coil guns, we want tier 2 coil guns. So, maybe don't need that done quite so soon. Actually, a little bit more interested in maybe trying to speed up the advanced fission systems.
Standing by.
Do you want to expand territory, or do you want to deal with alien life? Alien life, I think we need to deal with. That's a severe one, so if we don't deal with that one soon, that one will turn into a
Gear
life
up.
form.
What's the op?
Okay, so that's Bucharest. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why that's up there. Over Brisk.
Heading to the LZ.
Go in Russia. Eurasian Union. That makes sense.
Ready.
Trying to think of where that would be in EU, and the answer is it isn't. That's why it's not ringing a bell. I saw the E and the U in the name of the country, and it's the wrong EU.
Making our case.
Reporting in. We're going in.
Here we go. Confirm assignments, let some time pass. You know, things in
Lending
space are
my
going
expertise.
slowly, but they're going. We'll see if we can actually get ships capable of stopping the aliens from just blowing our stuff back up again, but... Alien megafauna, rampaging, Tanzania.
The people will come to our side. We have moved the needle.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Okay, so we got your second army. I don't think we want a third one. And we need to be improving the economy and the welfare, like, yesterday.
Target destroyed.
I think we want to be able to continue expanding there.
By the numbers.
Because with full totalitarian, we probably want to have inequality low enough that we're at like full 10 cohesion for a resting point. In March, we'll have battle stations. It'll be tempting to upgrade all of Mercury ground stations with battle stations as soon as we get that. Okay, so we now control this army. It's moving it there. I don't think that's necessarily the wrong move. I think we want you to go all the way. Fight him, though. Even though your atomic age, 3.3 strength versus 6, it's a nearly dead 6, and we'd like that to become fully dead. Nearly dead's not quite dead enough.
Lending my expertise.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. We are winning their hearts and minds.
Algeria to control the initiative. Tunisia have decided to merge in single nation. Okay, these two merged. New Operation Center, new Lifestyle Center. So that should be giving us more science. Up to 6.3, that's a good slide in the right direction.
The LZ is secure.
Target secure.
The LZ is secure.
Okay, so Ramsey Station can now, in theory, defend itself. Yeah, now in theory it can defend itself, so... Not Foxtrot 303, Foxtrot 338 can do repair, resupply, and begin the process to move on to the next location. Just continuing to chase the Protectorate around low Earth orbit. Okay. They had the opportunity, if they had exo fighters, to launch it. That's why it didn't immediately dock. Polarization! So we've reached late enough into the game that instead of it being 2-week turns, or 2-week counselor cycles, I believe it is 3 at this point? Worlds only come to terms with the presence of aliens. They are here, they are among us, they are spreading through the solar system, but abject terror and ecstatic joy can only last so long without resolution. They give way to a background of gnawing fear or vague hope for the future. It's the more immediate and prosaic concerns of daily survival come to the fore. The global churn, the rearrangement of nations and peoples is slowing. Our Council of missions will take longer to execute going forward. Some missions will have increased impact as we spend more time conducting them. Mission assignment phases will occur every 3 weeks going forward. So that'll slow down, I think, one more time if we go long enough to a full month. But for the moment, it's 3 weeks. February, November... So February, that being done will be good. And I think we've got enough invested that we can't be usurped on that one. So we're going to get to pick that one. March, and then I think it's February 8th when we get our nanofab back up in Mercury. Although that will be in the next part. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, this is where we're going to put the midstream tea break in, where I go get a cup of tea. Because the cup of tea in front of me is... Well, it's a cup, but it doesn't have any tea in it. So it's time for me to go get a new one. So until the next one, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream. I'll have to remember to deal with the megaphone that spawned in the EU. Catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.